It's now day 34 of the Stop the Diabetic Insanity journey. And I feel like I've woken up from a really good sleep. And I've woken up from, the nightmare that was my life. And just sort of left that behind. And I've stepped into this new body. And that body's the real me. Like I'm strong, I'm empowered, I feel sexy, I feel good. And it doesn't matter what even the scales say or how my diet's been or how my blood sugars are. I know where I'm at. And I know how things are because I imagine them to be and they are that. So I think, if I'm going to take away anything from the last few days, it's had its ups and downs. But, what really matters at the end of the day is how I feel about myself and how I think reality really is. I've really had to deal with a lot of my issues, my internal thought processes in the last few days. Where a thought comes up, you feel it's real, the emotions follow. And as I've mentioned before, I don't think emotions are really real to begin with. I think they come up and they come up to challenge us. And what they're really saying to us is like, this emotion's come up. It's something that's come up again and again for you. And it's up to you whether you're going to buy into it or not. And because I know that's from my false self or past self, I don't believe it anymore. Whatever was going on, the dramas, the put-downs, the negative thoughts, the negative thought loops, the past energy, the old energy, that's all gone. And what's in its place is something much more empowering, and that is my present self. And I'm beginning to fall in love with myself, to fall in love with the real me, who I really am. I watched this amazing documentary a few days ago called May I Be Frank, run by Gaia, the spiritual subscription channel. And, it's about this guy from Brooklyn who's in his early 50s and heavily overweight, smoker, drug user, and, he finds out that he's got hepatitis C. So he's on death's door. And his doctors have said, if you don't tidy up your act, you're going to die, basically, within a year or so. So he ends up going to this place called the Gratitude Cafe in San Francisco. And ends up meeting these three young, fit guys, healthy guys, who take a liking to him. And they actually believe in who the real Frank is. The Frank in there who's got a lot of heart, a lot of soul, and really actually wanted to make a difference in his life and other people's lives. But he's got to fix his own life first before he makes a difference in anybody else's life. And so they take him through a 42-day journey of raw food and meditation and yoga and positive thinking and affirmations. And it's so against his programming, his past programming. Because before, he was just a loudmouth, Brooklyner who didn't have any self-love in his body, didn't have any self-belief. His relationships was in tatters. He's a divorced man. He doesn't talk to his daughter. And he turned that around in that time period. So maybe not, he didn't lose all the weight in the 42 days, but not long after that, he did lose all the weight and he changed his life. And when you change your body, you change your energy field and you become a different person. And he came into his own. And I believe I'm going through the same process where, I'm shedding what was me or what I thought to be me, and I'm creating a totally different energy field into, I think, the highest vibration, which is love, self-love. And that has to come first, because without loving yourself, you can't really love anybody else. You can't have anything come into your life. And, I'm starting to notice this effect in the last few days, the love effect. How, because I'm changing my attitude towards myself and my thought processes, new opportunities are coming into my life, new ideas, new, possibilities. And, and I'm also extra grateful for what I have, that, okay, yes, I don't have the 1,000,001 friends that I used to have, but that never used to mean a lot anyway. And even amongst all the melodrama and activity that used to be in my life, which was craziness, I was very lonely. I was a very lonely person. And I didn't know what loving myself meant. That it doesn't mean having a lot of people around you and sleeping with a lot of hot men and, and having a lot of money and buying a lot of clothes and having the perfect life. It's not about that. What's real is what's inside, and loving what you have inside, no matter how imperfect you may perceive it. That's what's real, and that's what's there, and that's what you have to embrace. And I'm embracing myself for who I am now. And I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm here, and it's real, and it's here, you know? And that's what really matters. And, you know, there's all this melodrama that goes on outside me, and in the past I would have bought into it. I would have said it was real. I would have felt the emotions, felt the negativity. And now I just lightly acknowledge that it may or may not be there, and I move on. And that's the difference now. I don't let anything weigh me down. You know, I just know what's inside me, and I know what's real. And what's real is what's here. So there you have it. I'm still going through the journey. I'm still struggling through my issues. I'm sure all of us are. It's a big battle uphill, and the fight's not over. I've still got to battle my eating habits, my drinking habits, my thought habits, my negative feeling habits, my negative thinking habits. And once I break through those, then it's going to be a whole different journey. But at the moment, it's the fight. And I'm still enjoying it, though. That's the difference. So I just want to wish everyone a great weekend. I'm about to go out to dinner and see a few people. And just take it easy. I hope you have a lovely weekend. It's hot and humid in Melbourne, but it's still a good weekend. It's still a good day. So I just want to wish everyone well, and I wish you love and peace. And I'll talk to you soon.